Thursday morning, 8 a.m., second day of the National for myself and the Hammer. And we're up front at the hotel desk. I'm going to get my contest winner's name put onto the hotel room so they can just come down and check in, no questions asked, and I don't have to come back, and we can actually meet at the show. We're going to walk down, probably about a 10-minute walk. I got cards to drop off at Beckett, so we're headed down early. Sold out corporate passes so we can get in, and going to take it from there. So not a bad morning for a walk. Nice area around here. I feel pretty safe, at least at the moment, in the early morning. But I'm actually enjoying this. Starting my day off with a nice walk. As long as the weather stays the way that it is, it's not too blistering hot. It's pretty comfortable. Dropping some cards off here at Beckett, getting the end of show service, which they will be done by Saturday, they say. 3 cards. I'll show you the 3 that I'm sending in, and 1 card that I'm deciding to pull for my submission, and I'll explain to you why. So being submitted are going to be 2 of the Tony Hawk, Allen and Ginter autos, numbered out of 15. And I'm going to go ahead and submit my Hulk Hogan Iron Sheik. Hopefully these autos 10. It is 2 signatures, so sometimes that's tough. 1 card I'm pulling from the submission is my Dale Earnhardt. I wanted to submit this just to get the autograph graded, but they said in order to do that, I would also have to have BAS re-authenticate the auto, which I'm not worried about. But then they said they would also have to regrade the card, and there's a possibility that the card may not grade a 9 again, just because it's been in this lab for over, I guess, 20 years, which, I don't know, doesn't necessarily make sense. You would think it would be protected for that amount of time, but, I'm going to take their word for it and kind of hold off. They're walking along, and it's not super crowded, so I thought I would stop and show you guys just some of the corporate area that's set up. We have the Fanatics booth here. It goes all the way around. I'm just going to show you this side. Wild card up here. Tag grading. You see the V-Friends down there on, zoom in, the V-Friends down there. Gary V is at the booth right now. I just walked by there, but didn't stop. Just a lot of stuff around. Blowout cards, piece of the game, which I bought some stuff off these guys last year. I'm going to go over here and check their booth out. Michael Hamm is down there at the Topps booth. You see Topps. He's down there waiting in line for National, the packs that you get when you buy products, and then you redeem them for the silver packs or whatever. Sports Card Investor is also down there a little bit, right there. I'm gonna make my way through here and check some things out before it gets too crowded. In studio, I don't know what they're gonna do there. Probably something for Golden Auction. That's pretty obvious. We're close down here at Sports Card Investor now. DC Sports 87, this is who I consign with. I'm not sponsored by them like Dustin is, but I do all my consigning with them. There's their different rates and things like that. They offer a really good service. This here is a map of the layout of this National, and so far I can say just early morning of day 2, it's kind of confusing to navigate through here. I'm guessing we're like here in this big corporate area.
It's just poorly labeled above those areas. You don't know what section.
Yeah, you can't really tell. You gotta kind of like scan this thing down here, and then it'll bring up the map for you. Because if you look at it on here, it's blurry. Like you can't even read it. So they want you to scan it in. I mean, it's a neat feature, but it's just hard to navigate.
They have an app.
So I got Merle from Merle World Cards here behind me. You guys know who he is. Got some cool photos. We're going to turn around. He's going to take a look, and he's going to show us one of his awesome photos that he just got.
This, you're probably wondering what it is. Well, these are type photos. And the thing you want to look for is a type 1 photo, but they're labeled as type 1 to type 4. Type 1 means that it's from the original negative made within 2 years. Type 2 is after 2 years. Then type 3 means it's from a reprint negative made within 2 years. And type 4 is after 2 years. So this is a type 1. This is Prince.
Let's go in
from Purple Rain concert in 1984. This was him in St. Paul, Minnesota. And as you can see, it says it's one of a kind. That means this is the one and only original photograph. They put the caption on here, and then they send it to UPI Wire, which is a newspaper source, and this is sent all over the world to show Prince at his first world tour of Purple Rain. So this is a masterpiece.
Cool. Something different, refreshing, and new. We're going around looking at tons and tons of cards, seeing lots and lots of the same players. These photos are really, really neat. Here with Mark,
contest winner, Mark Sipe. Been following the channel for a while. Excited to be here at the National. Right now we're at the Mr. Minty booth. He's doing some raw card reviews and such. We're going to come back tomorrow because he's going to have some kits in. He's going to hook up Mark with one of his raw card evaluating kits. And yeah, just another one of the prizes that was included in the national giveaway.
I really appreciate it.
Mark, you having a good time so
Oh,
far?
it's wonderful. We're having a good day.
As we're back here chilling on the back side of the National, see Donald down here. We got Merle. You see the curator. All the way down there is Brian from Sunday League Investors with Troy, I believe is his name, the tall dude all the way down there. Just standing around, and they asked me if I wanted a slice of pizza. I was thinking, yeah, I'll grab a skinny slice of pizza and, you know, take it down as a snack. But I forgot we're in Chicago, so we got the thick, deep dish pizza here. I'm gonna go get my lunch on. I've yet to run into Dustin this entire show, and then there he is, out of the blue. And Michael Hay went over there and ruined it. We come over here to find Dustin, and then look whose surface is here now. So here at the Whatnot booth, we have a Mercedes that was owned and driven by Michael Jordan, complete with Whatnot vanity tags. You can see all the details here. There's a picture of Jordan. I guess they're doing some sort of giveaway where you can enter to actually win this car or auction this car. I'm not really sure about the details because it's probably not something I'm going to participate in, but it is something that's really neat. The CGC grading booth here. Got a big setup. You see their sign where they're offering $20 per card by the end of the show, which is a really good price for such a quick turnaround time. Just a matter of whether or not people, you know, will trust this for the secondary market. We've arrived at the Zion case booth. Here, multiple colors. Here's a giant 4-row case. Zion here, and Mark here is going to get to pick out his case. That was free for the giveaway. He's going to get to pick out his own color. We also got hooked up with these awesome little pouches, Zion case pouches for carrying your cards. Just a free give out. I believe they're 20 bucks each, but we got hooked up with these, and now Mark's going to get his case. And there's Mark getting his new Zion case. We have Steve in the background. Thank you very much for contributing to the giveaway.
Congratulations.
We're going to show this case off to everybody. Hot new red case. Look at the new feature on the top. Got the new lock and key mechanism as opposed to the combination that my older case has. This thing's super cool. All right, Mark, you got your case?
Thank you, sir.
Heritage auction area, and you can see they got lots of sneakers, graded VHS, Friday the 13th, Jaws, some albums, Black Sabbath album down here, First Blood, some Beatles stuff, albums. Then we get down into some vintage toys, Star Wars, of course, always a favorite, and G.I. Joe, Storm Shadow figure, which was always highly desirable just to have to play with. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, come around to the Masters of the Universe, a big Castle Grayskull play kit. Some more triple pack, Evil Warriors, Faker He-Man in there. Some Nirvana albums. Kurt Cobain photo. Guitar. Some more albums. Tupac, Pearl Jam. Wonder why there's a goat on the Pearl Jam album. You got Soundgarden also on a Beastie Boys autograph, licensed to Ill. Run DMC sign. 6 hours into the National, day 2, and I finally got my first card, and it wasn't even a sports card. Stay tuned to find out. It's wrapping up the National day 2, at least from a content creation standpoint. There are some things to do tonight, such as the Card Collector 2 trade night. There's also a tribute band for Pink Floyd down in the park. I'm kind of torn on which I want to do. I know what I want to do more, but I do need to get over to the trade night because I need to make some transactions. I need to make some sales, and that's the best place to do it. Was the show crowded today? Yes, it was pretty packed. It was pretty hot in there. I believe the air conditioning is kind of spotty. It's either existent or non-existent in certain parts of the convention center. Sometimes it's on, sometimes it's off. So yes, it does get hot. It does get sweaty in there. It does even get miserable. Don't call me negative, for lack of a better term.
at times. I did only have the one pickup of the day, which I will show you in a couple minutes. I spent most of the time hanging out with Mark, who was the contest winner. We had a great time. As you saw, he's got his Zion case. Going to get back together so he can get his items from Mr. Minty tomorrow. And we may bump into each other at the trade night tonight if that's where I end up. So yeah, most of the highlights of the day did come from just hanging out, talking with the guys, people that I know from YouTube, and we don't get to bump into each other and talk real life often. Today, just some good conversation. Like I said, not many pickups. Also, some of the best interactions of the day were my interactions at the Beckett booth when I was submitting my cards. I got great customer service, and I am in favor of all the grading companies. So this is not me trying to push Beckett, but I got great customer service. They treated me well. They got my cards. I got good pricing. And also at Zion cases, not only because they gave a free Zion case to my giveaway winner, but the interaction, Steve over there at Zion Cases was great. Of course, what do you expect from a guy named Steve? But just super friendly, super nice, and didn't expect anything in return. You know, I asked him, I said, would you like for me to shoot some of your booth and talk about you guys in a live stream or anything? And he was like, no, man, just do whatever you want. We're glad to contribute to your giveaway. And they let Mark pick out a case, and they also gave us the free Zion pouches, which I have mine right here to show. Great for carrying your cell phone or a couple slabs. Not going to fit a whole lot of stuff in there, but it is nice. And this was free. These are 20 bucks at the booth, and I was hooked up, and it actually felt good. My only two interactions that I had with any like corporate or businesses were those two, and they both went very well. So pretty cool situation. Like I said, if you want to, if I go to the Card Collector 2 trade night tonight and you want to hear about that, I'll probably start my video for day 3 off with that. In the morning, I'll talk about the trade night if I go, tell you what I've done, what I've sold, what I've traded, what I've bought. The only pickup I did have today was a Skybox Sketchograph Marvel Spider-Man sketch card. These are pretty cool. The only sketch cards that I really like, I don't collect a lot of Marvel stuff, but these sketch cards with the ink lines and all that are super awesome. There's not a whole lot of them out there. Different artists did different ones, and these were some of the first sketch cards to come out, I do believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm not a Marvel card expert, but just one of the only cards that really jumped out at me today and was like, buy me, because it had a good price on it, and it was neat, and it was unique. I'm having a hard time right now finding a lot of unique stuff. There is rare cards there, but they come with a hefty price tag, and there are lots of nice cards, lots of nice vintage, just lots of good stuff, but not necessarily stuff that I have to buy at the National. If you get what I'm saying, it just means that it's stuff that I can acquire elsewhere. So I'm really looking for stuff that I'm probably only going to run into here. Picked up the Spider-Man card. That's it for today's wrap-up of the National. Sorry I don't have much more exciting news, any big banger cards or anything like that, but just the experience. I'm trying to share it with you guys as much as I can. And like I said, if I do go to the Card Collector 2 trade night, I will tell you guys how it went. If I go to the Pink Floyd concert, I'll tell you how that, or tribute band concert, I'll tell you how that went as well. All right, guys, I'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great night. Have a great time if you're at the National. And if you're not at the National, have a great day as well. I'll see you later.